Ramit Sethi, a Stanford graduate and personal finance expert, authored I Will Teach You to Be Rich with a Straightforward Goal, to empower young people, especially millennials, to take control of their finances without feeling overwhelmed or deprived. Sethi's approach is refreshingly different from the typical financial advice that emphasizes extreme frugality. Instead, he encourages his readers to focus on big wins, automate their finances, and enjoy spending money on the things they love. The book is a 6-week program designed to streamline personal finance management, making it accessible and practical for anyone looking to build wealth without sacrificing the joy of living. The book's appeal lies in its practicality and relatability. Sethi's tone is conversational, often humorous, making complex financial concepts digestible. He breaks down the intricacies of credit cards, savings accounts, investing, and spending in a way that feels actionable, not daunting. Whether you're just starting out in your financial journey or looking to refine your existing strategy, I Will Teach You to Be Rich offers valuable insights that can lead to long-term financial success. Chapter 1. Optimize Your Credit Cards. Ramit Sethi opens the book by tackling a subject that often evokes anxiety: credit cards. Unlike the conventional wisdom that portrays credit cards as dangerous or evil, Sethi views them as powerful financial tools when used correctly. He argues that the key is to understand how credit cards work and to harness their benefits while avoiding common pitfalls. Sethi advises readers to start by choosing the right credit cards. He suggests looking for cards with no annual fees, high rewards rates, and strong customer service. For those who are already carrying credit card debt, he emphasizes the importance of paying off high-interest debt first before focusing on rewards. This strategy prevents the accumulation of debt and helps build a solid financial foundation. Building a strong credit score is another major focus of this chapter. Sethi outlines simple yet effective steps to improve and maintain a high credit score. Pay your bills on time, keep your credit utilization low, and avoid applying for multiple credit cards in a short period. He explains how a good credit score can save you thousands of dollars in the long run by qualifying you for lower interest rates on loans and mortgages. One of the standout features of this chapter is Sethi's discussion on maximizing credit card rewards. He offers practical tips on how to earn cashback, travel points, and other rewards without falling into the trap of overspending. He encourages readers to think strategically about their spending and to use credit card rewards to enhance their lives, whether it's through travel, dining, or shopping. Sethi doesn't shy away from addressing the risks associated with credit card use. He acknowledges that credit cards can lead to significant debt if not managed properly. However, he counters this by emphasizing the importance of discipline and self-awareness. By treating credit cards as tools rather than temptations, Sethi argues, you can use them to your advantage and build wealth over time. Chapter 2. Beat the Banks. In this chapter, Sethi shifts focus to the banking industry, an area where many consumers unknowingly lose money through fees and poor interest rates. He begins by guiding readers on how to choose the right bank. Sethi advocates for online banks that offer high-interest savings accounts, low fees, and superior customer service. He believes that these banks are often more consumer-friendly than traditional brick-and-mortar institutions. One of the central themes of this chapter is the importance of high-interest savings accounts. Sethi explains that while the interest rates on savings accounts may seem insignificant, they compound over time, significantly boosting your savings. He advises readers to move their money from low-interest accounts at big banks to high-yield accounts offered by online banks. Automation is another key concept introduced here. Sethi is a strong proponent of automating your finances to minimize the effort required to manage them. He suggests setting up automatic transfers to savings accounts, automatic bill payments, and automatic investments. This system ensures that you save and invest consistently without having to think about it. Sethi argues that automation is one of the most powerful tools in personal finance, as it eliminates the temptation to spend money that should be saved or invested. Sethi also addresses the issue of bank fees, which he refers to as stupid fees. He provides practical tips for avoiding these fees, such as choosing the right bank, keeping a minimum balance, and negotiating with your bank for fee waivers. By being proactive and vigilant, Sethi believes that consumers can avoid these unnecessary expenses and keep more of their money. Chapter 3. Get ready to invest. Investing is often seen as a complex and intimidating process, but Sethi demystifies it in this chapter. He begins by tackling the psychological barriers to investing, such as fear of losing money and lack of knowledge. Sethi emphasizes that investing is essential for building long-term wealth, and that the earlier you start, the better. He reassures readers that you don't need to be an expert to invest. You just need to follow a few basic principles. Sethi introduces the concept of retirement accounts, focusing on 401(k), S, and Roth IRAs. He explains the benefits of these accounts, including tax advantages and employer matching contributions. Sethi recommends prioritizing a 401(k) if your employer offers a match, as this is essentially free money. For those without access to a 401(k), he suggests opening a Roth IRA and contributing regularly. One of the core investment strategies Sethi advocates is investing in low-cost, diversified index funds. He argues that these funds offer the best balance of risk and return for most investors. Unlike actively managed funds, which often charge high fees and underperform, index funds track the overall market and have lower costs. Sethi explains how to select index funds and how to allocate your investments based on your risk tolerance and time horizon. The power of compound interest is a recurring theme in this chapter. Sethi illustrates how even small, regular investments can grow significantly over time, thanks to the compounding effect. He encourages readers to start investing as early as possible, even if they can only afford to invest a small amount. The key, he argues, is consistency and patience. Sethi also touches on the importance of diversification, which involves spreading your investments across different asset classes to reduce risk. He advises against trying to time the market or pick individual stocks, as these strategies are often risky and require a level of expertise that most people don't have. Instead, Sethi advocates for a set-it-and-forget-it approach to investing, where you invest in a diversified portfolio and let it grow over time. Chapter 4. Conscious Spending. In this chapter, Sethi introduces the concept of conscious spending, which is a refreshing alternative to traditional budgeting. Conscious spending is about prioritizing your spending on the things that matter most to you, while cutting costs mercilessly on the things that don't. Sethi believes that this approach allows you to enjoy your money without feeling guilty, as long as you're saving and investing enough for the future. Sethi's conscious spending plan is built around the 50/30/20 rule. 50% of your income goes to fixed costs, 30% to savings and investments, and 20% to guilt-free spending. He encourages readers to create their own conscious spending plan by identifying their core values and aligning their spending with those values. This involves making deliberate choices about where to spend and where to cut back, based on what brings you the most joy and fulfillment. A key part of conscious spending is focusing on big wins, rather than obsessing over small expenses. Sethi argues that cutting back on lattes or other small indulgences won't make a significant difference in your financial life. Instead, he suggests focusing on big wins, such as negotiating your salary, refinancing your mortgage, or automating your savings. These big wins can have a far greater impact on your financial situation than minor sacrifices. Sethi also emphasizes the importance of guilt-free spending. He believes that it's essential to enjoy your money and spend it on things that make you happy. Whether it's travel, dining out, or hobbies, Sethi encourages readers to allocate a portion of their income to guilt-free spending, as long as they're also saving and investing enough for the future. This balanced approach allows you to live a rich life while still building wealth. Chapter 5. Save While Sleeping. In this chapter, Sethi explores the concept of automating your financial life, a central theme of the book. He emphasizes that by automating your finances, you can achieve your financial goals with minimal effort and stress. The idea is to set up systems that automatically handle your savings, investments, and bills so you don't have to worry about them. Sethi outlines a step-by-step process for setting up automation. The first step is to link your accounts, checking, savings, credit card, and investment accounts, so that money flows smoothly between them without manual intervention. He recommends setting up automatic transfers to savings and investment accounts as soon as your paycheck is deposited. This way, you're paying yourself first and ensuring that your savings and investments are prioritized. The chapter also discusses the importance of paying your bills automatically. Sethi suggests setting up automatic payments for recurring bills like rent, utilities, and credit cards. This ensures that you never miss a payment, which helps maintain a high credit score and avoids late fees. By automating your payments, you can avoid the stress of managing due dates and deadlines. One of the key benefits of automation, according to Sethi, is that it removes the temptation to spend money that should be saved or invested. When your savings and investments are automatically deducted from your paycheck, you're less likely to dip into them for unnecessary expenses. Sethi argues that automation is one of the most effective ways to achieve financial goals because it eliminates the need for willpower and discipline. Sethi also introduces the concept of a rich life in this chapter. He encourages readers to define what a rich life means to them and to align their automated financial systems with that vision. Whether it's traveling the world, buying a home, or simply having peace of mind, your financial automation should reflect your personal goals and values. Chapter 6. The Myth of Financial Expertise. In this chapter, Sethi tackles the myth that you need to be a financial expert to manage your money effectively. He argues that most financial advice is overly complicated and that you don't need to know everything about finance to build wealth. Instead, he advocates for a simple, common-sense approach to investing and personal finance. Sethi criticizes the financial industry for creating unnecessary complexity and selling products that benefit the industry more than the consumer. He points out that many people are intimidated by finance because they believe it requires specialized knowledge. However, Sethi believes that by following a few basic principles, anyone can achieve financial success without needing to become a financial expert. The chapter emphasizes the importance of low-cost, diversified index funds as the best investment option for most people. Sethi argues that you don't need to pick individual stocks or try to time the market to succeed as an investor. Instead, he recommends investing in a broad range of assets through index funds, which offer a simple and effective way to grow your money over time. Sethi also touches on the dangers of financial media, which often promotes sensationalist headlines and short-term thinking. He advises readers to ignore the noise and focus on long-term goals. By sticking to a disciplined investment strategy and avoiding emotional reactions to market fluctuations, you can build wealth without needing to be constantly informed or involved in the financial markets. The chapter concludes with a discussion on the importance of trusting yourself and your plan. Sethi encourages readers to have confidence in their ability to manage their finances, even if they don't consider themselves experts. He argues that by following the principles outlined in the book, you can achieve financial success without needing to rely on outside advice or complicated strategies. Chapter 7. Investing isn't only for rich people. In this chapter, Sethi debunks the common misconception that investing is only for the wealthy. He argues that anyone, regardless of income level, can and should invest. The key, he explains, is to start small and be consistent. Even if you can only invest a small amount each month, the power of compound interest will help your money grow over time. Sethi emphasizes that investing is not about getting rich quickly, but about building wealth steadily over the long term. He advises readers to start investing as early as possible, even if they can only afford to invest a small amount. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow through compounding, which is the process of earning interest on your interest. The chapter also discusses the importance of asset allocation, which involves spreading your investments across different types of assets, such as stocks, bonds, and real estate. Sethi explains that by diversifying your portfolio, you can reduce risk and increase the chances of earning a positive return. He provides practical advice on how to determine the right asset allocation based on your risk tolerance and investment goals. Sethi also addresses the issue of fees, which can significantly eat into your investment returns over time. He advises readers to choose low-cost index funds and avoid actively managed funds, which often come with high fees and underperform the market. By keeping costs low, you can maximize your investment returns and build wealth more effectively. One of the key takeaways from this chapter is the importance of starting early and being consistent with your investments. Sethi argues that time is your greatest ally in investing, and the sooner you start, the better off you'll be. He encourages readers to automate their investments to ensure that they're consistently contributing to their portfolios, even if they're only investing small amounts. Chapter 8. How to Spend Like a Rich Person. In this chapter, Sethi introduces the concept of spending consciously and enjoying your money without guilt. He challenges the conventional wisdom that being rich means hoarding your money and living frugally. Instead, Sethi argues that being rich means being able to spend money on the things you love without worrying about the cost. Sethi's approach to spending is based on the idea of prioritizing your expenses. He encourages readers to identify the things that bring them the most joy and spend generously on those items, while cutting back on expenses that don't matter as much. This way, you can enjoy your money and live a rich life without feeling deprived. The chapter also discusses the importance of aligning your spending with your values. Sethi argues that money is a tool that can help you achieve your goals and live the life you want. By spending consciously and deliberately, you can ensure that your money is being used in a way that reflects your priorities and values. One of the key concepts in this chapter is the idea of big wins. Sethi argues that cutting back on small expenses, like lattes or lunches, won't make a significant difference in your financial life. Instead, he advises readers to focus on big wins, such as negotiating a higher salary, refinancing their mortgage, or investing in their education. These big wins can have a far greater impact on your financial situation than small sacrifices. Sethi also addresses the issue of guilt-free spending. He believes that it's important to enjoy your money and spend it on things that make you happy. Whether it's travel, dining out, or hobbies, Sethi encourages readers to allocate a portion of their income to guilt-free spending, as long as they're also saving and investing enough for the future. This balanced approach allows you to live a rich life while still building wealth. Chapter 9. The Conscious Spending Plan. In this chapter, Sethi introduces his Conscious Spending Plan, a flexible budgeting framework designed to help you allocate your money in a way that reflects your priorities. Unlike traditional budgets, which can feel restrictive and tedious, the Conscious Spending Plan focuses on creating a balanced approach to spending, saving, and investing. The Conscious Spending Plan is built around 4 key categories: fixed costs, investments, savings goals, and guilt-free spending. Sethi recommends allocating 50 to 60% of your income to fixed costs, such as rent, utilities, and transportation. The remaining 40 to 50% is divided between investments, savings, and guilt-free spending. Sethi emphasizes the importance of setting up automatic transfers to your investment and savings accounts. By automating these payments, you can ensure that you're consistently saving and investing without having to think about it. This approach also helps you avoid the temptation to spend money that should be saved or invested. The Conscious Spending Plan also allows for flexibility and personalization. Sethi encourages readers to adjust the percentages based on their individual circumstances and goals. For example, if you're saving for a down payment on a house, you might allocate more money to savings and less to guilt-free spending. The key is to create a plan that works for you and reflects your priorities. One of the standout features of the Conscious Spending Plan is its focus on guilt-free spending. Sethi believes that it's important to enjoy your money and spend it on things that make you happy. By allocating a portion of your income to guilt-free spending, you can indulge in your passions without feeling guilty or stressed about your finances. Chapter 10. Make your money work for you. In this chapter, Sethi explores the concept of financial independence and how to make your money work for you. He argues that the ultimate goal of personal finance is to achieve financial freedom, where you have enough money to support your lifestyle without needing to work. Sethi introduces the concept of passive income, which is money that you earn without having to actively work for it. He discusses various ways to generate passive income, such as investing in real estate, creating an online business, or investing in dividend-paying stocks. The key, he explains, is to build multiple streams of income so that you're not reliant on a single source of income. The chapter also discusses the importance of long-term planning and setting financial goals. Sethi encourages readers to think about what they want to achieve in the future and to create a plan to reach those goals. Continuing from where we left off and summarizing I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Chapter 11. A Rich Life. In this final chapter, Sethi revisits the concept of a rich life, which he defines as living a life aligned with your values, dreams, and passions. He argues that a rich life is not just about accumulating wealth, but about using your money to create the life you want. Sethi encourages readers to think deeply about what a rich life means to them. For some, it might be traveling the world, while for others, it could be spending more time with family or pursuing a passion project. The key is to identify what truly matters to you and to use your financial resources to support those goals. One of the critical points Sethi makes is that a rich life is different for everyone. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. and what constitutes a rich life for one person might be completely different for another. Sethi emphasizes the importance of personalizing your financial plan to fit your unique vision of a rich life. The chapter also touches on the importance of giving back and contributing to causes that you care about. Sethi argues that part of living a rich life is using your resources to make a positive impact on the world. Whether it's through charitable donations, volunteering, or helping out loved ones, giving back is a key component of a rich life. Sethi concludes the book by reminding readers that building a rich life is a journey, not a destination. It requires ongoing reflection, planning, and adjustment. He encourages readers to continue learning, growing, and refining their financial strategies to ensure that they're always living in alignment with their values and goals. Ramit Sethi's I Will Teach You to Be Rich is a practical, no-nonsense guide to personal finance that stands out for its emphasis on simplicity, automation, and living a life aligned with one's values. Sethi's approach is refreshingly straightforward, cutting through the noise and complexity that often accompanies financial advice. His focus on automating finances and prioritizing spending on what truly matters to each individual is both empowering and effective. The book's strengths lie in its actionable advice and its clear, conversational tone. Sethi breaks down complex financial concepts into easy-to-understand steps, making them accessible to readers with varying levels of financial literacy. His humor and directness keep the reader engaged, and his insistence on a personalized approach to finance makes the book relevant to a wide audience. One of the most impactful aspects of the book is Sethi's emphasis on the importance of defining your own rich life. This concept encourages readers to think beyond traditional financial goals and to consider what they truly want out of life. By aligning their financial strategies with their personal values and goals, readers can create a life that is not only financially secure but also deeply fulfilling. However, the book is not without its limitations. While Sethi provides a wealth of practical advice, some readers might find his approach overly simplistic, particularly when it comes to investing. His strong preference for low-cost index funds is sound, but it may not resonate with readers who are interested in more advanced or diversified investment strategies. Overall, I Will Teach You to Be Rich is an excellent resource for anyone looking to take control of their finances and build a life that reflects their values and aspirations. It's particularly well-suited to young professionals and those new to personal finance, but even more seasoned readers can find value in Sethi's approach to automation and conscious spending. Whether you're just starting out on your financial journey or looking for ways to refine your existing strategies, this book offers valuable insights and practical tools to help you live a rich life. We would like to know what you think about the book in the comments. Like and subscribe for more.